I mean, I think that my grandfather was, such an iconic, incredible performer, and I certainly wouldn't want to compare myself to him because, he was so, beyond amazing.
Elvis's granddaughter Riley Keough has just released a short documentary that will surprise and even shock some Elvis fans. Why? Because it was filmed entirely at Graceland. Riley and many other actors filmed scenes in virtually every room in the home, as well as on the grounds in the back of the house. This has caused a controversy for many Elvis fans who believe the home should be treated as a museum and left untouched for preservation. One fan wrote, "I was bothered to see these actor models all up on everything. Was at Graceland last month, and the reverence to all these rooms and places is astounding. So seeing these people on the couches and in the pool and actually pretend living is so crazy to me," unquote. The documentary short called In Process, Riley Keough is a 6.5-minute film of Riley explaining her creative process of writing. One of the most prominent things Riley has written recently, in addition to the award-winning film War Pony released by her production company, is co-writing her mother, Lisa Marie Presley's memoir, From Here to the Great Unknown. In the book, Riley wrote about her memories of visiting Graceland as a child and young adult with her mother and siblings. So it was an obvious choice to film this new documentary at Graceland.
I think growing up and having family like dinners and stuff in the house, having Southern food in the dining room, and the house felt very full of family and cousins running around, and did not feel like a museum, So I think those were mostly my memories as a child. It did have that like family home feeling for us.
The scenes in the documentary are filmed entirely in black and white. The opening scene shows Riley and friends enjoying a picnic in the backyard of Graceland. Riley narrates the film. Many scenes also seem to have hidden Elvis connections. For example, there is a single shot of Riley laying on the bed in Gladys and Vernon's bedroom on the first floor. It is reminiscent of photos taken of Elvis in the 50s on his bed. Then we see Riley interacting with the horses at Graceland. The scene then moves to a pool party by the swimming pool. One guest at the party is swimming in the pool. Then the party moves to the basement in the pool room. One fan commented, "Anybody else get a bit nervous when people were using the pool table? And drinking in the pool room too? I thought, OMG, what if they rip the pool table even more, and what if they spill something," unquote. However, the majority of comments from fans are supportive of the film. They are excited to see Graceland being used as a real home, the same way Elvis and even Lisa used to use it. Quote, "It is Riley's house, her mother left it to her, and she can do what she wants with it when she wants to," wrote one fan. Lisa Marie herself threw parties in the house during the holidays, unquote. But the debate continued, with another fan rejecting that sentiment by saying, "The pool table is the same pool table that Elvis actually played on, and the tourists are told to not touch it to not further damage it. Everything in Graceland is an artifact that can't be replaced," unquote. What do you think? As an Elvis fan, do you feel comfortable seeing people use the rooms that are on display for the public tours? Write your comment below. This is not the first time Riley has filmed at Graceland. In December 2023, she produced and hosted the Elvis Christmas special, which aired on NBC. Featured multiple musicians performing Elvis songs at different locations at Graceland. However, only one song was performed inside the mansion. All the other performances were filmed either outside or other buildings on the Graceland property. About halfway through the In Process film, we see Riley sitting in the corner of the jungle room. It is filmed at an angle, so it is hard to tell exactly where this stairway is, but it is actually the staircase in the jungle room that leads to the sun deck. When you're on the public tour, you can't really see the extra divider on the steps. You can only see it if you are inside the jungle room, as in this photo. Then Riley is shown sitting on the floor in the living room in a similar pose to the famous portrait of Elvis and Priscilla. Right after that, we see Riley and a male friend sitting in the jungle room with photographers taking shots of them. Through a few scenes of Riley in a car with friends, the scene moves to the famous music room. Riley is alone enjoying the performance of a trumpeter. Then we go to the kitchen where Riley is talking with friends. She says about her memories of her childhood, quote, "The world wasn't imagined. It's the world I grew up in." Then the film comes full circle as we see another scene in Gladys and Vernon's bedroom. We see a close-up of teddy bears that look like ones that Elvis posed with on the main staircase at the entrance of Graceland. Riley is sitting on the floor of her great-grandparents' bedroom. This is reminiscent of a photo shoot that Lisa Marie did in 2012 in the same bedroom when she was promoting her album Storm and Grace. At the end of the film, we see someone closing off the room with a velvet rope for the public tours. As people walk by, Riley is still sitting in the room. She says, quote, "It was just a very human story set in an unusual place. But for me, it's the most usual place in the world," unquote. The film was shown at a special event for the Tribeca Film Festival on June 6, 2025 in New York City. Riley was joined by her production partner, writer and director Gina Gamble, and Australian-Chinese filmmaker, writer and producer Margaret Zhang. The discussion about challenges for women filmmakers was inspired by Through Her Lens, Tribeca Chanel Women's Filmmaker Program. Riley told Vanity Fair, quote, "As a woman, there is this pressure feeling of, I can't mess up. I can't make a movie. But I think that, for me, I can't live like that," she said. "I think that's a great talent, actually, to be able to be okay with failing, messing up, and not being perfect," unquote. Riley's Graceland film is one of 3 short documentaries in this limited series that she and Gamble co-created and co-directed. You can watch the full documentary short by clicking the link below in the description. It's been 2 years since Riley became the sole trustee of Graceland. She has handled the position with grace and composure, even during the criminal plot to steal Graceland, which made headlines in May 2024. In February 2025, a Missouri woman pleaded guilty to mail fraud, which was involved in a scheme to try to force Graceland into foreclosure. She will be sentenced in June 2025 and could face up to 20 years in prison. Meanwhile, back at Graceland, plans are underway for the annual Elvis Week celebration in August. We are just 2 years away from the 50th anniversary of Elvis Presley's death. Riley will be working with the team at Graceland for special events to commemorate this significant milestone in her grandfather's legacy. Are you planning to visit Graceland soon? Check out my video for insider tips from an Elvis fan. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like this video to help this channel grow. Please subscribe to this channel and ring the bell for notifications of future videos. And keep watching more Elvis videos here.